you're combining these samples, the song's pretty much complete once you get it in there. The samples make up most of it, and then you fill it in with the rest of the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are some, not to give away secrets, but what are some of your favorite records that you've come across in the past?
To sample from, we can't tell that.
I know that, those are secret, but I mean, who are some artists that you normally go back to?
But the thing is, I mean, we don't sample melodies, and we don't steal other people's ideas. We steal the cliches.
Okay.
The drum rhythm that has been played for 200 times by 200 different drummers through the years, but yeah.
That's the idea of pulling those snippets apart that are in every, either every easy listening album from the 60s or every rock album, whatever you're sampling. It's pulling those things apart that people are familiar with, but to get that genuine vinyl recording. Because I notice your records, even though you're recording in the Logic, they have a very analog feel to them. And I like that a lot about what you've done in the past. So it's interesting to see you do that and then take it live. So let's talk a little bit about what you do when you go live.
Well, I guess what's different is that it's played live. It's all live, actually. And, the translation from the album going into live hasn't been that difficult because, as you mentioned, our music is very organic. Plus, even the electronic part sounds,
right,
very warm, and it's easy just to have a great drummer, great bass player, and the instrument we use on the albums. And but the big difference is because on our albums we have a lot of different vocalists, but usually we have one, maybe two vocalists live because it's it's better for the show, and it's not possible to bring a group of 15 people to financially. So that's but I think we want to have the same feeling live as we have on the album.
Yeah, but it becomes a little bit more rock and roll when we.
Yeah, definitely.
But, one thing that is hard, maybe a little bit hard to recreate, is that on our albums there's a lot of timid sounds that are quite high in the mix.
Right.
And that is, the marimba player has to play quite hard to make it go through the in the mix when you play live. But in the studio he can play very soft and still have it very high in the mix, and that becomes a difference.